If you're ever in a crisis and you don't have electricity, you don't have running water, morale's going to go down quick, and everybody's going to want to stay clean. If you've ever gone camping and used one of those solar bags, they're terrible. You're lucky to get through one shower, and the person behind you definitely doesn't stand a chance. If you're in a RV, their hot water heaters are so small that, again, you're not going to get finished, and the person behind you certainly isn't going to. The best idea that I had seen was off of a channel called Two Brothers Adventures on YouTube, and I really liked their idea. It was a 5-gallon shower bucket, and what they would do is they'd fill it halfway with water, and then they'd heat the other half on propane or a barbecue or a rocket stove, whatever they had available, and just dumped it in there and made themselves warm water. And I personally like this method the very best if I have a choice, with a propane tank hooks to this, okay? And if I don't, then I'm going with a rocket stove, because that uses very little fuel. And during a crisis, that'll work real fine. While you're showering, somebody else is warming up their water. And the idea here is, you know, open the ball valve up. When they're wet, close it off so you can serve in water, lather up, and then turn it back on. Some things to remember. Water weighs about 10 pounds. And you know, if you have 4 gallons in this, you're talking 40 pounds to lift over your head. So what I would do is I'd build a platform over my, you know, above head level, but I would use a pulley system with 2 pulleys here and 2 pulleys at the top. And with that mechanical advantage, you're only lifting 1 to 4. So you're only lifting 10 pounds to get this over your head. And then once it's over your head, push it onto that platform. Another thing that I would do is I would only glue, you know, from here up. This joint right here I would leave unglued, okay, so that it would store in the bucket. So I'm ready to go at any moment's notice. The parts are really simple. Let me show you what we have here. This is the cheapest head I could find, and it was under $5. Got the shower arm. And this could be made out of PVC also. We have a nipple, and I would glue this in, by the way, and I would use 1-inch pipe. Everybody else seems to be using half to 3/4 inch. I want as much flow as I can get up until the shower head. I got a ball valve here, and then I have a 3-inch length of pipe that's 1 inch in diameter, and I used a PVC cutter which ratchets down. But you can cut this many different ways. You can cut it with a hacksaw, a sawzall, anything that you got. It's not that critical. Now for the bucket, let me show you what I did here. I have a 1-inch adapter, meaning it'll take the 1-inch pipe here, and I used a hole saw that was just smaller than the threads. Okay? And then I took a 1-inch electrical nut so that I have something firm to place up against the bucket. And on the inside, it has a threaded nipple. Okay? And between all these joints, I'm going to use silicone. And with that, hopefully I don't have a water leak. But it's outside and it really doesn't matter. But again, during a crisis, morale is going to be important. And you're going to want to stay clean. That's the first step. So build yourself a shower.